Hello students, today we are starting chapter 13 data handling. You have already discussed this chapter in 6th standard also. So firstly you should know what is the meaning of data. Data means all kind of information in the unorganized or raw form. Every kind of information that is in the unorganized form, that is not organized, that is in raw form. This is called data. This type of information is called data. For example, we are given marks of the students in the test. And these marks are one student got 5 marks, one student got 7 marks, and one more student got 7 marks, one student got 6 marks. So these are the marks of students, and this is also a data because it is unorganized. This is information that is unorganized. And next is handling. Chapter name is data handling. Now you should know what is the meaning of handling. Handling means to handle, that is to arrange the data in organized way to obtain information from the data. Handling means to arrange the data in an organized way so that we can get information from that data. We can get relevant information from that data. So this is called handling. In handling, data handling, we arrange the data in ascending or descending order, and then we make its table. We organize the data in a table. This is the best way of representation of data, to make a table. So in handling, to handle data, firstly we have arranged the data into ascending order. The data that is given here, marks of students, I have arranged them in ascending order, and next I will convert it into tabular form. Marks are given, one column is for marks, second is for tally marks, and next is frequency. Frequency means number of students. How many students got 4 marks? How many students got 4 marks? Only one student. So there will be only one tally mark, only one line, and frequency is 1. That is, one student got 4 marks. And next is 5. And 3 students got 5 marks. So there are 3 tally marks, that is 3 bars. So and its frequency is 3. Next is 6. Only one student got 6 marks. So there is one tally mark and one frequency. And 2 students got 7 marks. So frequency is 2 and tally marks are also 2. Next is 8. Only 2 students got 8 marks. So I have drawn 2 tally marks and 2 frequency. Next is 9. Only one student got 9 marks. So there is one tally mark and one is frequency. So this is the table. How to arrange the data in tabular form. How to make frequency distribution table. This is also called frequency distribution table. And in tally marks, if the frequency is equal to 5 or more than 5, if frequency is equal to 5 or more than 5, then we will draw its tally marks like this. If 4 marks are got by 5 students, then tally marks will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then fifth tally marks will be in this way. Fifth tally mark will be slanting, that is cut all these 4 tally marks. And next, if there are 6 students, 6 students got 4 marks, then 6th line will be simple in this way. So in this way you can draw tally marks, and you have already studied these things in 6th standard also. So this is the data and how to handle the data. Next is in your discovering book, page number 270. There is data interpretation. That is what we do with data. First of all, we collect the data, that is collection of data. For example, here is a table of 4 metro cities whose maximum and minimum temperature is shown for a day. This temperature is only for one day, minimum temperature and maximum temperature of these four metro cities. And if we want to find the hottest and coldest day during this week, during 1 week, which day is coldest and which day is hottest, we cannot find that thing because this data is not sufficient for this. This data is only for one day. This is only for one day temperature, but we are finding the hottest and coldest day during the week. So this is not sufficient. This data is not sufficient for this. So before collecting the data, we should know what is the purpose of data collection. And while collecting the data, we must take care of what we would use it for. Next is organization of data. I have already told you how to organize the data in tabular form. In this example, you are given the weights of 10 students according to roll number in a class are given below, and here are names of 10 students and here are weights of these 10 students, and you have to find the lightest and heaviest student. To find the lightest and heaviest student, this is difficult to get this information because this is not arranged data. This is unorganized data. So firstly we have to organize it. So here this is organized and the weight is arranged in ascending order. Here weight is arranged in ascending order, that is lightest to heaviest, and then it will be much easier to find out whose weight is maximum and whose weight is minimum. That is, lightest weight student is Karina and the student whose weight is heaviest, that is Rajesh. So in this way we can find out easily when we organize the data. And next example is the register of class 7 shows the number of absentees on all school days for the month of December. We are given all the absentees during the month of December. Tabulate the data keeping the number of absentees in ascending order. Now we have to tabulate the data, that is to represent this data in tabular form. Firstly, we have to arrange it in ascending or descending order. Here the data is arranged in ascending order, and now we have to make its frequency distribution table. To make its frequency distribution table, there is number of absentees, tally marks and number of days. 3 columns are to be made, and in this first column, number of absentees to be filled. First is 2, and there are 2 days. 2 absentees are on 2 days, so 2 tally marks and 2 number of days, that is this is frequency. Next is 3 is 2 times, so tally marks will be 2 and also number of days will also be 2. And next 4 is in 3 times, 4 is written 3 times, so tally marks are 3 and number of days are also 3. So in this way we can form this tabular form. We can arrange the data in ascending order and then represent the data into tabular form. Thank you.